Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Monday morning, and ain't God good? And won't He do it? Oh, yes, He will. Oh, yes, He will. I don't listen probably saying, lead craft, lead craft, lead craft. You say the same thing every morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, I got my niece on the show today, Shay. Good morning, Shay.
Hi guys.
Yeah, Shay, I'm going to lost my voice this morning, too, Shay. You hear that?
We gotta find it.
I think I got you. So
All right.
I almost lost. I ain't lose.
Really in.
But Shay, today, people, we're gonna talk about trigger finger.
Cute.
Trigger finger. Shay, you wouldn't have too much coffee, but it's good to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Shay, what exactly is trigger finger?
Okay.
But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leadcraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with a white beard smiling and profiling. And finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. Shay, I apologize, Shay. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Now, Shay, what exactly is trigger finger?
So trigger finger is inflammation. It's also the big medical term for it is called stenosis tenosynovitis. So what happens is like your tendon kind of moves within this little sheath like thing so you can bend your finger. But what happens is inflammation makes the sheath narrow.
Okay.
So when it's narrow, it's like when anything's too narrow, it's hard to pass through.
Okay.
And they also said sometimes the tendon itself can get inflamed and it has a bump on there. So when it gets through, it'll get stuck. So it can't flow through it. So your finger gets stuck in this bent position. And then so when you try to open your finger, hey, I can't move my finger, it gets stuck. But what some people try to do, they'll try to say, okay, I'm tired of it being so they'll snap it back and then make this popping sound. And yeah, I've heard from friends that have had it. It's not exactly the world's happiest thing.
But is that dangerous to make that to snap it back like that? Would that cause any harm?
I'm not sure about harm or anything, but I know it's extremely painful because my friend had it.
No, your uncle had it too.
Oh!
Shit, Phyllis did the same thing to me. Said, "Let me see your hand," and snapped it. But Shay, my other hand almost got loose.
Not loose.
Yeah, almost got loose, Shay. But
No.
what are some of the causes of trigger finger?
So I read is like with anything, repetitive motion, like a lot of this grabbing, gripping, like sometimes playing instruments that work your fingers a lot.
Right.
Anything that overworks your tendon a lot of times will irritate it.
So what are the symptoms?
So, of course, the notorious bent finger, and of course the pain. You can have like a little lump down there at the bottom of your hand. Also, you can have when you do pull it, it'll snap. It'll like make a loud popping noise, and a lot of times it's painful, of course, on that part and swollen. And a lot of times it's worse in the morning. You know how everything is worse in the morning because you ain't moved it, you stiff and stuff. And they said, and I was reading like when you try to move it a little bit more, it'll try to get better.
And that's what I did because I purchased me a splint to
Yes.
keep my hand in a stationary motion because I didn't want to have to go to the police station for my wife snapping my fingers back. What wrong, Shay? What I been wrong, Shay? I got two hands, right?
But your finger would have been in jail and you too.
Yeah.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
But sometimes you think things, but you're not gonna do things. But
I know.
What's the treatment on trigger finger?
So what you can do? Rest.
Okay.
Rest is always happy. Splint, like you had your little splint on. Stretching exercises.
Okay.
You know how people say heat and cold. Heat, like kind of, you know how heat kind of, we come home from a long day's work.
Mm-hmm.
Your muscles are tight. Heat kind of relaxes your muscles, and the cold reduces the inflammation, which is really what's causing your issue in the first place. You can take NSAIDs. NSAIDs stands for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. That's like aspirin, Aleve, ibuprofen. So they reduce inflammation. And steroids, but we don't want to do steroids too much because they cause other issues. So, or if all else fails, the glorious surgery.
Well, I prefer not doing surgery, but I want everybody to be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing: it's going to be okay. As long as you make God a part of your life, that's what it guarantee. Now, Shay,
Yes.
trigger finger, it only can you just get one. Well, I guess they call it trigger finger. They don't call it trigger fingers. But can you have multiple fingers at one time?
I'm not sure if you can, but most of the time it's usually it's your ring finger. That's usually the one that always gets said. But because all fingers have tendon to the same sheath that goes through, it can occur in any finger.
But it never has happened all at one time. That's why they call it trigger finger.
What?
Okay. So if I was to get more than one,
Ooh.
I mean, I got some serious problems though.
Hey, it's not looking so good.
Okay. So what would you recommend, Joe Shay?
Well, I know it depends on what type of job you have. If you have, like, try your best to rest when you can. Like the kind of job you have, I know you do a lot of gripping. I do a lot of gripping on my job.
Okay.
And if you can, just like try to rest your hands as much as you can. Don't want to rest them too much because you still need to move them.
Yeah.
You still, when you move your hands, you got fluid, the synovial fluid in your joints. It keeps your joints moving. That way you won't get stiff. But overuse can be a bad thing.
And what kind of fluid say was in our joints? What kind
synovial fluid. It's like oil in a car that keeps the pistons lubricated. It keeps your joints lubricated too.
See, I guess that's why I need to stay in my lane.
Yeah.
Because I don't know everything, but that's good. Because like I know my sister said she has a trigger finger and everything, and so what should I tell her about her trigger finger?
See what she can do, like medicine wise first, because it's like sometimes depending on your medical condition, you can't take NSAIDs. Like I got acid reflux, so I ain't supposed to take it, but hey, that's the only thing that helps. Cause like Tylenol ain't gonna help you. Tylenol relieves pain, but it's the inflammation is your problem. That's not the purpose of Tylenol. Doesn't help your inflammatory response. And I would just go see a doctor because you everybody want to treat things at home, but the Lord made doctors for a reason. So ask the doctor, for advice. Hey, what do you think I should do to help this problem? And then they can do all they can that's not non-invasive, what we call this, like the rest and the medicines and the exercise and stuff. But sometimes if you have to have surgery, sometimes you have to have surgery.
So if the doctor recommends surgery, I don't want to do surgery. What should I do?
Jesus is a powerful being.
Because the reason why I asked that question, like you said, though, because when I bought the splint, and over a period of time, my trigger finger stopped triggering.
Yeah, sometimes it will go away on its own if you do it, but sometimes it's stubborn. And really? I think surgery is like the last step. If everything you done and you've done it for weeks and it's not getting any better because you need all 10 of your fingers to really do what you need to do, sometimes surgery might be your only option.
So what about that? What's it called a ball? People, is
a stress ball.
Yeah, stress ball. Would stress ball be good for that?
Yeah, because it's exercise and it's kind of like bending the fingers. But like probably not so much while it's inflamed because it's angry right now. Kind of like sometimes, to kind of exercise it a little bit in between, but don't do it too much.
Okay.
Because the repetitiveness can also irritate it as well.
Right.
Kind of like carpal tunnel. When you're doing all this, that's why people get carpal tunnel because you're doing this all day long.
Well, I guess I never get that because I'm like this. I'm like a chicken. I'm just pecking at it and stuff. So Shay, so with trigger finger, people, there is hope. Like I said, like with mine, by buying a little splint, and like I said, right now it just went away because I know, like you said though, in the morning time, I wake up, my finger be bent. I was thinking, one month, man, am I Spider-Man? I said, man, and that thing, when I'm trying to move that finger, Shay, that finger hurts so bad, Shay. I'm like, Lord, please have mercy.
Yeah, you pushing against either the sheath is inflamed and it's like you try to push something in pain that makes it hurt, or the tendon itself could be inflamed as well. It get a knot on there, so you got a knot and it's inflamed, and you try to push, kind of like how when you try to fit a car into a narrow spot. Yeah. And you say, you start scratching it and you mess up your face. That's kind of what you do. It's so narrow that it's too big to pass through. So that's where you're getting all your issues.
But I know when she popped it though, it started flowing good. I got to bend it back and forth. Yeah. It was still painful, But it eventually, I said my body warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no problem for locking up until the next.
Oh yeah, if you stop it, it'll lock it.
Oh, I like that. So if I stop it, it'll lock it. So, well, you trying to tell me why I had a trigger finger? I should be going to bed like you're here.
If you can, I mean.
I'm gonna do it longer. After when you fall asleep, that's it. Everything else just stops. Yeah. So Shay, get the viewers and listeners something that make them more trigger finger carrying them hopefully for the rest of their life.
So
that they can pass on.
My advice, not a doctor, but my advice from what I've read is always good not to do too much. Don't get me wrong. Don't just go around just have your hand just out because you need to. Movement is good, but too much movement and repetitiveness can be a big deal.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
So Shay,
yes,
I want to tell you thank you for getting out of your busy day and coming in this morning to do the show with me, and hopefully I'll see you soon on another Medical Monday.
Always.
So with that being said, dear Lee Craft, this is my podcast. What if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation,
we got to have real people.
If you want to have a real conversation, thank you, Shay.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
And y'all have a blessed day.